Oh yeah. Hello. It is your host, PoGokeRo, here with the pirate broadcast. Oh yeah. Okay, turn this down. It's super loud. Okay. How about like 60%? Let's try that. I don't know. It might be too loud for you. Still? I don't know. Turn this down a little bit. Alright. I can turn this down for me too. There we go. Alright. It's not too loud. Hey, what's up? PoGokeRo here with a special pirate broadcast. I've done a little bit of work. Here at Whipton. Work in progress town. Work in progress town. It's still working in progress. Then I guess I'll make it like a name for it or something. I don't know. Like a real name. But like halfway over there is a pylon. Because then from that pylon you can see the village, which is just beyond. You can't see really with this, but yeah. And then it's nice and safe up here because I made like a bridge to this big structure I had to make. Because in this nether portal, random creatures would walk in and monsters would walk in. So when you went into the nether portal, who did you meet in the nether but a bunch of like monsters and farm animals and a horse? I found a horse there, which I kept. I kept the horse right there. So yeah, I got a horse out of it. But then I'm like, I can't be having monsters just wandering in my gate. So I built a big structure around it. And yeah, keep it lit up so monsters don't just randomly walk into the nether to kill me on the other side. And then once I made that, I'm like, man, I hate going up and down that there. So I made this bridge to connect everything. And then I think a skeleton fell down once and got into my base, and that was no fun, so I had to enclose it. Then I made a mine. Whee! So I have a mine going down. And then I'm like, oh hey, I want to see what's on top. So I made a mine, another elevator going up to the top of the mountain. And then this over here, this is a smelter system. That's a smoker. That's a what's that called? That's a blast furnace, and that's your typical furnace. But the way this is designed is that you put your components in, and it's an XP thing, storage, so that like I've smelted a bunch of stuff. Well, it's not really, but if I were to, the furnace holds the XP until I pull out the stuff manually. So it'll hold that until I pull it out manually. If I put something else in, it'll just drain this out and hold it until this other thing is I pull it out or whatever. So, but it continually stores all the XP. It's pretty nice. I don't know if it stores it over logins though. So that might be something to think about. Okay, yeah. So this is a special pirate broadcast. Ooh, check that out. Special pirate broadcast to talk about certain things going down. Like, for instance, do you know what happened in Alabama? In Alabama, the state senate passed, and then the governor is going to sign a bill that pretty much makes abortion illegal in that state. In a state that's already pretty like rife with issues, they focus on outlawing abortion. Which, when you say that, it means take away the rights of women over their own bodies. You say, hey women, that thing that you're riding in isn't yours. We control it. So that's kind of nuts, right? Don't you think? That's nuts that some external entity would have control over your body, the internal workings of your own body. That's kind of gross. That's that's the opposite of freedom. That's terribly invasive. Like, to have that something inside me like that. controlling me. Oh God, that's gross. And then you think about it. Well, what they want to do. So here's what it is. What they're doing is they're attacking. This is their attack. This is when they're like starting their assault. Well, they've been building up to it, right? We've been watching the concentration camps build. We see Donald like running off with John Bolton, running off to start a war with Iran. That's totally stupid. That's totally stupid. That will be nothing but pain and agony for anybody at all. The only people who will make money off of this will be the rich people, the oligarchs. It'll be terrible for everybody else. Me, you, your loved ones, their loved ones. It's going to be just bad for everyone. We don't want a war with Iran. Like, we don't want it. We don't want it. No. No, I'm telling you now. So they're doing multiple fronts, right? I think yeah, they think they have their guys in the Supreme Court. So they're going to try to push all these restrictions now while they still have power. Now, their plan is to hold power the entire time. They're never going to let it go. They never intend on playing by the rules. They only use the rules when it helps them. And when it doesn't help them, they break the rules. Because they do not operate in good faith. They're full of bad faith. And so you can't, when it's something like that, when you're operating with someone who's not going to treat you in good faith, you can't continue to treat them in good faith. That's what they want, because then they have an advantage over you. That's the Spaceballs thing about evil is better because good is dumb. Like, shout out to Sarah Kinzior who like pointed that out. But yeah, you can't be treating these people who are continually acting in bad faith as if they're suddenly going to act in good faith. They're going to go as fast as possible to wreck as much stuff as they can. And by playing by the rules and by crossing all your dotting all your I's and crossing all your T's, taking the really, really long circuitous route, you're not making things better. You're helping them consolidate power and do heinous things like start a war in Iran with Iran. I mean, start the war with Iran. Don't do that. Don't start a war with Iran. Don't do it, because it'll just be bad. Like it would be so bad. Don't do it. The only ones who benefit will be Putin, because Iran will naturally cling to Russia, and the oil prices will spike because war in the Middle East again. Jeez. So oil prices are going to spike. That helps oil-producing nations. Russia! Like, it doesn't help us. We don't need a spike in oil prices. We don't need a war at all. It's not going to be a quick war. If we do this, it's going to be awful. It will be the end of us. It will be the end. If you thought Iraq was bad, this will be way, way worse. It will be the end of America. I'm telling you. I mean, I already think we're severely damaged with Trump. We got to get him out. We have to get him out. He's got to get out. He's got to go. But yeah, I mean, look what their intent is, right? This assault on women, on their rights, because they're okay. Number one, women are us. It's not that we're separate from women. Women are us. They're citizens. They're humans just like us. And so there's a thing about freedom, that our freedom is reflexive. That means the freedom we give out, we get back. So if there's a person amongst us who doesn't who we do not give them freedom, we don't get that freedom bounced back to us. And so our own freedom is diminished because our own possibilities are diminished. Our own possible expressions are just diminished. I mean, that's why life extinction is so bad, because you're killing the last expressions of life of that particular way that will never ever be again. So yeah, so it's the same thing. If you deny your fellow human their rights, you deny yourself your own rights, because there's no difference between you. So likewise, if you uplift a person, you are also uplifted. So what that means is that, well, look, women are under assault. I said this before. This looks like it only attacks women, but in actuality, it attacks all of us, because it's a form of white supremacy. I read some Twitter feed today, just really quickly. I didn't really delve too much into it. That the white evangelical Christians, the conservative Christians, have a belief that abortion kills black babies, and that they're helping black people by stopping abortion, by taking away women's rights. They really believe that. So they don't ascribe to the same notion of freedom that we do. They don't have that kind of concept. To them, it's a religious thing. So it's literally a theocracy. It's theocracy. It's religious law. Theocracy. What's another word for it? Sharia, whatever. If you want to be all Arabic about it. But come on, let's just use English. Like, it's religious law. That's what it is. So it's not to help people. It's to manifest their religious law. They're not really doing it to help black people. They're doing it to manifest their religious law. And they're imposing it really with the power of the state. It's not that they're just manifesting it, because anyone can express their religious stuff. That's cool, right? It's when you force it on other people is when it becomes a problem. Then we have issues, because then you're robbing people of their freedom. You're free to express your religious as much as you want, but don't impinge on other people's freedom. They don't have to go along with what you're saying. So this abortion thing, that's what this is. It's a bunch of other people saying, well, my book says this, therefore you have to listen to it. You know, wait a minute, what if I don't follow your book? Then what? Got a better reason? No? Well, then go away. That's how it should be. But no, those religious crazy people with their crazy book, they go and they get the police, because that's the power of the state. And they say, okay, if you don't do what we tell you, this police officer is going to get you. Oh, see, now you've crossed the line. See, that's not America. That's not freedom. You're not doing it right. So here's the deal, right? I love women. I love women. I think they're great. And I spent a lot of time thinking about them. You guys, not them. But thinking about y'all because things look different from your perspective, and like I like the way Dave Chappelle put it in terms for us guys to understand that about the whole analogy about walking around with something precious. I'm like, oh, that's pretty interesting. I mean, that's a good way of putting it. But it's more than that. There's a bunch of other stuff too. In terms of division of labor and just the way people think. And like I didn't like it's for the older generation, it's really dug in there. For certain, like it's really set in their heads that that's the way it is, and you can't change it. That the only real work is when you get the work you get paid for, and the housework, and that paying the bills and all that other stuff. That's not really work, and managing appointments, and transportation and all that stuff. That's not really work. The only real work is when you get paid for it. And I'm like, man, that's awful that you think that way. and to think about it, it used to be that way for the entire part of America, for every woman, that it was that the work that you did was not valued for anything. So yeah, you couldn't really even own property for a while. You couldn't vote. Women really got the raw end of the deal for like no reason. Like their work wasn't recognized, nothing. So yeah. So real quick, after World War II, during World War II, women got a taste of economic freedom because all the men were off to war, so women had to work at the jobs, the factories. They got a taste. They came back home, but things, when the men came back, they took back their jobs, and the women went back to housework, but things weren't the same. They had a taste of that consciousness. And so yeah, there was discontent. And women demanded their freedom. They demanded their rights, their equality. And so what that meant is that economic equality, economic freedom, because the way men held power over women, their patriarchy, part of that was economic. The men had the jobs that paid the money, and sure you could try to get by, but as a woman, as a working woman, but your jobs are very, very limited. Like they're very specific. And it's even that way now, I think, for a lot of things. But yeah, and then plus your work wasn't valued. It wasn't valued nearly as much. So it's been hard. Things have been hard for women. And like I love women. I want them to be awesome because I like really love women. And yeah. So, for us men, this is what we got to do, right? We got to protect women. I mean, because clearly they need protecting right now, right? Their rights are under assault. How do you do that? I don't know. Vote. Talk to your other friends. Talk to your dudes, and like spread consciousness, because it's this awareness. It's the awareness. Like maybe tell them about the Dave Chappelle thing, because that's a good way of like dropping a bit of that consciousness into their heads to get them thinking about it. So other things, talk about things about being aware. So I've been using this term I've picked up in the 1980s. Lame. To use it as a pejorative, is that the word? A bad word. To indicate something bad, negative. And that's not really cool because again, as I'm reminded, like that's not something one ought to draw attention to negatively. And that like there are people who are legitimately disabled. And so by using their disability, their congenital disability, that's something I had no choice in. By using their congenital disability as a negative pejorative, I attack them, and I don't mean to. So I apologize for using that word as a bad word. I gotta figure out and be creative and think of some other way of indicating that feeling of I don't know how would I describe that feeling, that negative feeling. So it's a shortcut, negative. Make it easy. Okay, now I'm just walking around aimlessly. I should be on my horse. So there was that one. Yeah. Okay, so white supremacy, how that ties to women's rights. So that's the whole thing. Remember I was telling you about how there's a distinction between America and the Confederacy, and that was never really resolved. So under this Confederate ideology, which is white supremacy, it's also patriarchy. So it's fascism. Basically, more or less, it's fascism. But the flavor of fascism is white supremacy and patriarchy, and Christian dominionism. Ooh, I should bring a lead. I don't have one. Get one. So yeah, their flavor is Christian dominionism, which says that Christianity must dominate the world, rah rah rah. You know, kind of typical fanaticism that spawns violent extremist groups that do bad things, like murder people in synagogues and churches and mosques, and right. So the Confederacy is also patriarchy, because for the Confederate, number one, they think that they honestly, part of their head trip is that they honestly believe that they're doing black folk good by telling them what to do with their bodies for some reason, right? And it's a crazy reason because they're religious. It's a religious reason. So they don't even pretend to be rational about it. They're just, my magic sky fairy told me this. My magic sky fairy told me this, so you must listen. Like, what? All right, so there's that one. But it's also tied to racism, because racists believe that they're superior and they're able to make decisions for other people, right? By taking away their freedom to make their own decision. That's what they believe. They have that right. Okay, and then so it's white supremacy baked into patriarchy. It also affects white women too, though. Don't get me wrong, right? Because these white men feel it is their God-given duty to spread white people everywhere, white Christians everywhere. It's their God-given manifest destiny to do this, and to oppress all the other races. Only be cool to to white Christians males, basically. That's their belief. They have. So who's who? What's the way you make more white Christian males? White women. So those are the vessels. Those are the things that must be used, by the white males, the white Christian like racists, to make more of them. So they must control these vessels to ensure that only white Christian males are propagated. So yeah, they have to control it, for the good of white Christian males. So you see how it's all tangled together. Patriarchy is tangled to white supremacy, tangled up with Christian dominionism. It's all tangled together. It's one big gross dreadlock, and it's all tied to fascism and kleptocracy. Because remember, the social structure that they want is a pyramid where you have masses of people at the bottom with very little, and you have a few people at the very top with all the stuff. That's called oligarchy. That's what they have in Russia. That's what Putin is right now. He's the top of this pyramid, and under him are all the oligarchs that he takes care of because they give him money. In fact, if they don't give him money, he kills them. But the thing is, they can't give him money unless the sanctions are gone. So because these oligarchs can't make any money if America has sanctions and all their stuff. So what Putin needs to do is to get sanctions off his oligarchs. And the way he did it was he put in Donald Trump into office, and then got Donald Trump into blackmailing positions, and then said, "Okay, Donald Trump, do what I say, or I'm going to let everyone know that I put you into office." And Donald Trump was like, "Oh, my frail ego can't handle it. Okay, sure, Putin buddy, wink, wink." So Putin is like, "Yo, yeah." So he got Donald Trump into office, and then bribed Mitch McConnell to take sanctions off of Russian oligarchs. And as a thank you, Russian oligarchs invested in Mitch McConnell's state, Kentucky. Right? So are they really investing in America, or are they investing in the Confederacy? So that's the big picture, right? I'm trying to get you guys to see the big picture. But that's the big picture. But you have to see how women's rights are tied into this, right? Historically, women have been oppressed in the majority of societies, and in America especially. Like we've been slow to grant women the same rights that other countries have granted their women, their citizens. So it's not like we can crow about being, oh yeah, freedom, man. We're kind of slow on stuff. And here's an example of being slow. Like these Confederates, white supremacists, patriarchy, fascists, Christian dominionists, this ball that I just call the Confederacy is attacking us, right? This is this information warfare that I was telling you about, remember? That becomes like physical violence real soon. Because they have the power of the state behind them if they succeed. And we can't let them succeed. Because that's ridiculous. That women would be denied sovereignty over their own body. That's absurd. Would you want to be denied sovereignty over your own body for no reason other than the way you were born? Right? I don't want it, so of course I'm going to defend my fellow Americans and their rights. Of course. That's what we do. That's what Americans do. We defend each other. my horseback, right? Yeah. Yeah. Use a sociological imagination. Try to imagine what it would be like to be not you, but someone else. Well, right now it's hard because they're all sleeping. But imagine it were daytime. Look at all those zombies over there. Yeah, it's a good thing they're sleeping, huh? Stay safe at night. And in the daytime, the sun will burn off all the zombies. Ooh, there's a zombie kid over there. Like, how do zombie kids even get born? Like, do zombies have like zombie sex to make, and do zombies go through zombie pregnancy? Or is it just some kid who got zombified? Poor little kid. I think that would have to be it. Some baby got zombified. But yeah. And now he's in trouble because he just jumped in water, and the baby zombie can't jump out of that hole he jumped in. I'm gonna go look at him and laugh. Ha ha ha, little zombie, look at you. You can't get out. Look at you, you can't get out. Come and get me, little baby zombie. Oh, he got out. I thought I was going to hang out with the zombies in the zombie pool, but no, you guys gotta be jerks. Fine, I'll walk over here again. There's a creeper back there, check it out, that's nice. Hang out by my little post. I should probably watch that creeper behind me. But yeah, hey, I can make a little outpost now, here. And suddenly Minecraft. Square. And out of blocks. I'll hold on to that last one and switch to wood. Bravo, now I need lanterns. We want a campfire. So I need... yeah. And a campfire. Oh no, I've got tons of lanterns. Oh well. Yes. Yes. So I hope those campfire is not gonna burn down this whole thing I just made. Because that would be sad. That would make me sad. Okay, hey, this is kind of neat. Halfway point. It's getting closer, guys. Not so far away. What level am I on? 83? I think I'm about the same level. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be great. And make a little rail line this way that passes by here. Some ladders going. What do we got here? Ooh, hey, this is a tight squeeze, tight fit. Oh, I have no more bricks. That's right. Come, little zombie. Or not. Alright. Lol. Ugh. Oh, there's no door. Yeah, let me make a door. I guess right here. Oh, there's a creeper. What's up, guy? He's like, nice structure there, buddy. I'm like, yay, thanks, creeper. Stupid creep. Get out of here, you creeper. Get out of here. What are you doing here, creeper? You can't build anything, creeper. You just here to blow my stuff up. Get out of here, creeper. How about this? We'll make it a layer higher, like that. I need glass, really, but oh well. Okay, I did this for a reason. It's supposed to be like a way up. Come on. Come on, man. Oh, there's my laundry. Alright, that's not so bad. Maybe need some windows in here and a door. Alright, okay, let's see. Sure. Windows. Tall windows, how about that? Actually, I would want some glass in there. I don't really want tall windows. Well, it's a tower, come on, that's cool. An asymmetrical tower. Asymmetrical. Alright, now I'm starting to like go crazy decoration mode here. Come on. What are you doing, man? You're losing it. Yeah, weren't you supposed to be talking about like women's rights and stuff? Come on, Rob. What are you doing? You're playing too much Minecraft. Alright, there's enough for that. Way too much. But it's okay. Just a start for now. That looks weird. Funky. Oh, 3 of them. That's weird. I hope that doesn't look like a Christian cross. I guess it kind of does, but it's just like a... Ugh. It's just convenient to hang things up on. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that though. It looks like a cross. Those look like, those seriously look like crosses. Yeah, that's not cool, man. Well, I mean, not that it's not cool, but like, I don't want to like promote like things necessarily. What's up, guy? What are you doing there? Look at this, another one. What are you guys doing here? Yeah, I'd be afraid to work around here too. Blast furnace. Yeah, this village definitely needs better security. Is anyone even alive? I think they all died. Yeah, dude, they're all dead except for one kid. Oh, there's a couple more. All right, man. Yeah, you guys gotta like beef up your stuff here. You're gonna get massacred. Massacred, I say. Beets, you say? I have none. And your water is frozen. Let me help you out there. Oh yeah, there's an iron golem over there, but he's not doing anything. There's a spider right there. Whoa, what was that? Must have been a creeper that I didn't see. No, I'm not on crack. Yeah, we got 4 villagers. 1, 2, 3 villagers and a baby. Because their golem got stuck on something. Yeah, that was that guy's house. I don't know. He's like, "What are you doing in there?" "Nothing." Okay, so the deal is that I think there's like a villager, or not a villager, a pillager outpost nearby that spawns bad guys that attack the village. So I need to go find this outpost because then you can turn it into a farm, and then that will solve my iron golem problem. Because who needs an iron golem when you have a pillager farm? But first, I need a horse. I was gonna get a lead, but I don't need it. I'll just be careful. Famous last words. Ooh. I need to make a quick way up to my stuff. I don't have it. That's what I need. That's why I'm leaving without a lead. Because I don't have a quick way up to my stuff. So there's a pillager outpost nearby that will attack this village. And I have to find it. So women. Us guys, we gotta learn how to communicate and understand why it's important. I don't know, now I'm just like wandering the wastes. The icy wastes, which I dare not wander at night because I'll get shot up and by the other skeletons. Yeah, I don't see any outposts over here. No pillager outposts here. But I probably don't want to be here at night. Look at these ice spikes. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Or is that another village? No, I fell in a hole. Oh no, dude. Oh no. No. Okay, let me see how I can work this out. It's gonna be no bueno. Wow, what a deep hole I fell in. This thing has to be huge. This cave, or this. Okay, dig my way out. Come on, don't die, horsey. There you go. You're following me. All right. See, good horsey. All right. So I was entranced by the village. Is that a village? That's a village. Oh. Yeah, you know what? It's nighttime. I don't want to walk around. Okay, I think this is another village. I don't think I've been here. But I need a bed because I don't want to walk around at night. But I don't have a place to keep my horse. Decisions, decisions. That's a bed, but someone's in it. Well, okay, I found another village. That's cool. There's 2 villages. Bed, no. Bed. Someone's in it. Uh-oh, I'm falling in a hole. What's this big hole doing there? That's wild. Where'd my horse go? Horsey, where'd you go? You're like right behind me, dude. There you, wow. Uh-oh, a bunch of creepers. Oh no, oh no. Horsey, what have you done? Crazy horse. And now it's snowing. I don't see a pillager outpost anywhere. Oh, it's shooting my horse. No, I'm going off the map. Well, no pillager outpost. Another village. Let's see if I can find my way home. Oh, through the ice spikes. Okay. Wow. This is huge. Oh, my horse. God, this is huge. Tiger forest. The plains at night. Great, my horse is getting shot up. Oh my gosh. All right, cut this way. Oh, they're shooting my horse. Almost home, buddy. Oh no! Hey, what? Oh. Ah. Don't kill my horse, dude. Oh yeah, I want to put this guy away. Well, that was fun. I didn't find any pillager outposts, but found another village deeper in. What? I need a bed. I need a, a quicker way into my base. This is awful. All right. So the coup goes on. Because that's what's happening right now is it's a coup. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that looks so good anymore. in the like, I just meant it as a post, but man, it looks like a cross way too much. I gotta fix that. Ugh. Hear me, I'm talking about Christian dominionism, and I'm like doing it. That's gross. Well, I don't mean to. I can fix it, I guess. How? How can I fix it? Oop. How do I fix it? I just want to make a post so I can see it from a distance. I don't know. Well, it could be like those crosses from like Neon Evangelican or whatever, with the giant robots. Whooshing. I don't know. Okay, guys, I think that's it. I hope you got a nice preview of the world that I'm working on, and I hope we got to expand some consciousness regarding women's rights, because they're human rights, they're our rights, like, and as Americans we have to defend them from the Confederacy, which is white supremacy, you know, all that stuff. All right, if you have any questions or whatever, if you want to be on my show, I would love it. Please, it'd be way fun to have like someone join my show. Drop me a line. All right, PoGokeRo out. Peace. Ah, stop.